Good evening, everyone. So happy to be back. We do apologise for the time. Me and Danny were just having a lovely chat. I completely forgot. Oh yeah, we can do that on air. So we do apologise, but we're just so happy to see each other and to be back. I'm back from my hollybobs, of course, and here to bring you back all of the chaos. Even though Ant and Paul did a fantastic job last week, but very, very happy to be back. How are you, Danny? Doing all right?
I'm good. Yeah. I'm kind of in the midst of watching Northampton Town men's team get relegated as we speak.
Yes.
So that's an interesting one. I'll try not to go all Mark Goldbridge on here, but it's one of these things that's been inevitable for a few weeks, but it's just going to get confirmed tonight by the looks of it. We had a bit of a moment when we took the lead earlier, but it's now 1-1. But we're 15 points from safety with 15 points to play for. So we have to win all 5 games and hope that AFC Wimbledon lose all 5 of their games. So it's impossible, but it makes it easier to cope with. But it'll just be confirmed tonight as we pod. So that'll be a nice little thing for the viewers. But we won't talk about men's football too much. We'll do that.
Well, we have to mention them sometimes, don't we?
We do.
How they affect our lives.
And our women's team have done very well as well, by the way. Just our women's team has done very well since like the turn of the year. Basically, we were playing relegation battles with Lincoln, and we had a few games where we thought, we're going to go down into the 5th tier, and it was looking dicey. But quite a few wins in a row, up to 7th, confirmed safety at the weekend. So, and for the managerial turnaround that it's been, if the player turnaround it's been at that level, they've done so well. So, very proud of them.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. And we do have a special portion of the show this evening, which will be to do with the final weekend of the women's national, not nations, women's national league this weekend. We do have some teams already promoted and already relegated, but there are still 3 leagues where it's going to go down to the final day because there are literal points in it. So an incredibly exciting time. Now, thank you to everyone in the chat who's already chatting. Thank you, Graham. Good to be back. Evening to our lovely Chris as well. Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in as always. And if you are watching for the first time, maybe do get your thoughts in the chat. Do join in because we do love hearing your thoughts as well. Now, you might have noticed we don't have a poll yet. As always, he will appear at some point, so that can be another fun waiting game. But we did want to tease. We do have some news, some special pod news that we can't wait to share. But we're going to wait a little bit longer, and we're going to share it later in the show. So do stick around to find out what on earth that is all about. But Danny, we saw something, didn't we, on Instagram?
Oh, we did. It was exciting. And it was before the pod started, which was even better.
Just before the pod started, which is why, everyone, again, we apologise because we got distracted. Because you might remember we got very excited, me in particular, about a fantastic team called the Portland Cherry Bombs FC. And we were completely taken, weren't we, by their values and what they represented and all the merch that they were bringing out. Yeah. And of course, with the league starting very, very soon, they've just released their inaugural kits for this season. And they just work, don't they? They fit their aesthetic
very
beautifully. Nice. Now, unfortunately, I didn't have time to put them as proper graphics, but I'm going to share my screen and we're going to look at Instagram, everyone. However, they've got some really good descriptions. I want Paul to be here because he does love a good shirt description, doesn't he?
Yeah, we need to send him the link to that to get him to read it out. Because
we do.
In the crowd of this match, by the way, this is in the background.
I was going to say, I'll show everyone now, and then when Paul comes back, we'll get him to have a look at these descriptions because I know he'll absolutely love it. Evening to Simon, just seeing you pop up in the chat. But yes, we do love a good a kit launch, and this is beautiful. So there we go.
The Spark, yeah.
The Spark. So this is the home kit, okay? So we've got invokes classic vintage soccer. You're right, yeah. It's got a lovely collar as well, and it reflects the resilience, pride, and energy of the people. So is built for making noise, which I love. So inspired by the sparklers of Mary's fuse, bright, electric, and built to demand attention, which I absolutely love that. The detail on it is lovely. And obviously, of course, Planned Parenthood being the front of shirt sponsor as well is a fantastic touch as well.
Which is even better for all the conservatives. It's going to rile up in America at the same time.
Yes, and that's the thing, isn't it? It's like, right, we're loud, we're proud, we're here to stay and to make a statement, which is what we love. I do think this is my favorite one because it's emanating from the badge, isn't it? So this fuse, so the ultimate kit, pure detonation energy, which is fantastic. Ready to light up the pitch, bursting from the crest with pride for our city and our team, fast, loud, and impossible to ignore.
That is great, that one, because it is.
I love it.
Someone would try to do that over here, wouldn't they, and get it completely wrong. But for some reason, it fits. Like they've done it perfectly, so that it's not. It doesn't feel like a gimmick or anything. It feels really good.
No,
really strong.
It's just so seamless, isn't it? Just everything has been planned out so beautifully. And yeah, you're right. I wish some other marketing in this country had gone to plan. We've then got the Rebel, and I love this, the detail, like the rose and everything. So this is the away kit. So Portland punk spirit meets riot girl energy. Rosa's records, lightning, and rebellion stitched into a blackout. Inspired by female-led Rose City bands, subtle style with a loud attitude. But yeah, having that as like a record in the middle and all of it coming, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
That's really nice.
They just get better, don't they? And again, the collar, love the collar on that. And then, of course, goalie. This is, to me, this is like proper like 90s loud goalie shirts that are like, don't mess with me. And in keeping is called the Flare, as we can see. So a bold, high voltage statement built for the fearless last line of defense with multicolored sparks and retro-inspired Argyle. Ooh, it turns heads, break lines, and holds it down. I mean, just I love it. I absolutely love it. And yeah, to anyone who isn't aware, they will be playing in the USLW League, which is more regional, isn't it, Danny? I
think it is, yeah.
So NWSL, of course, everyone talks about, but I think our attention should turn a little bit more to the W League underneath, because they did. I don't know if you saw it, Danny. They did a crest competition.
Did they? I didn't see that.
Yeah, and it was new crests or for different leagues, and people were voting on it, and I was like, nah, it's got to be the cherry bombs. Oh, speaker's name, and he appears. Hey, there he is.
Here he is.
Hello, folks.
Did you see any of those kits?
I saw the goalie kit.
Oh, I need to go back. Sorry, everyone, but I don't think anyone will mind because they're beautiful.
Your definition of beautiful is different to mine. With regards to the goalie
kit. No, Paul, no. Right, so you saw the goalie kit.
I did.
Yeah. Right, look at. So this is the Spark. This is the home kit.
That's a kit. Like, yes, I think I sound really underwhelmed, but like
I was going to say, I was like, don't break the energy down, Paul.
That's a nice kit, and this is really, really sad. But in the current climate, I'm really, really pleased that they're proudly sponsored by an abortion clinic.
Yeah, that's what we were saying as well.
So that's what we just said. Yeah, the fact that we've gone, Planned Parenthood. This is who we're supporting. Loud and proud. This is it.
Like, we're their body, their choice, and all that sort of thing. Women's bodies, women's choice, and all that sort of thing. And
exactly. But yeah, Paul, this is our favorite, the Fuse.
Oh, I just love to see it again. It's so good.
Look at it. Beautiful, just coming out of the crest. It's just absolutely lovely.
I'm trying to work out whether that looks like Wile E. Coyote has just run into a rock face. Like, in a good
way, right?
that's the vibe it's giving me, like in a good. Because I see what they've gone for. Because they've gone for the whole exploding cherry bomb.
Cherry bomb, yeah.
With the cartoon explosion. Yes,
we
approve of this.
I love it. Yes, so it's the Portland Cherry Bombs. If you just tuned in, it's our new adopted team, and they have confirmed because me and Danny had tagged them in the comments. We were like, "Oh my god, we need this," and they said they do ship to the UK.
On the Rebel, wow!
So the Rebel, yeah. So
that's incredible.
Yeah, so it's got records. It's got the Rose for the Rose City, and
that's gorgeous.
See, we told you they were beautiful. But that's the thing, though, isn't it? Like, there's 3 of us, and we've all said, and we've all got a favourite out of all of them, because it appeals to so many different aspects of what the team represents.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Yeah. So, yeah,
right then, Portland. As your official European podcast, one of those each.
Yeah.
We need to be. Yes, we need to be.
One few.
We will mention you every week.
Yeah, we will start the show every week with the Cherry Bombs. But yeah, imagine, so yeah, a Rebel, a Fuse, and a Spark. Yeah, one each, and we'll do it every single week. I just love everything that they represent. I wish if money wasn't an object and the US wasn't the current climate that it is. Imagine if we could take a trip and go to Portland and see the Cherry Bombs. Yeah, that would be.
Hey, while we're there as well, he's still manager of the Portland, what they call Timbers. Is it the men's team?
Yes.
Timbers.
Yeah, Thorns are the women. Timbers are the men.
Yes. So he's still manager, isn't he?
Somehow.
I could give him a knock on his door and say, "Yeah, Phil, a few."
All right, Phil.
But technically, I've got a vacancy that he might want. Actually, to be fair,
you may have heard of our podcast. We're very famous. And Paul, I did also tease some news that we have some very exciting news about the pod, but we're not going to reveal it yet. We're going to reveal it later in the show. So everyone needs to stay tuned.
The news that was revealed to all of us.
Yes.
Beforehand. Excellent.
Yes. Just revealed. Latest news live from.
Does Danny know, or do we get to see Danny's live reaction?
No, I know. Yes.
Yeah, Danny does know. Yeah.
As long as it's the same piece of news as well. I'm actually being stacked live on air.
So I'm pregnant, everybody.
Yeah. Heard it here first. Fantastic. Right. Okay. Imagine if that was the announcement. Wonderful. Right. Okay. So yes, we need to start the Portland Cherry Bombs because what a team, what a club they are. Very excited for their season to start, and we'll be right behind them every step of the way. Now we're going to go for our next bit of news to Germany for this one. And this is the fantastic news that Louise-Eter has become the first woman to coach a Bundesliga men's team. And the team in question is Union Berlin. Now, people might remember the Union Berlin women's team, they came to play Aston Villa in pre-season. And I got to know their social media guy, and his name escapes me, and he was incredible. And I believe he's the one that does the social media for the men's and the women's. There might be a bigger team, but I think he was the main person. Their social media team have been on it with the trolls. I don't know if anyone else has seen this. But yes, I mean, incredible news, isn't it, Paul? But of course, the some trolls have come out and been like, I'd rather never win a game again than win under a female coach. And you're like, well, you're not a football fan then, are you really? If you never want your team to win again for something as pathetic as that. But yeah,
it's been notable that a lot of them, and again, I always have to be careful saying this because I know how it sounds, but it's been notable, as it usually is often with this, that a lot of the people commenting on it aren't FC Union fans often, and are often accounts located in a certain part of the world. And often support, they're wannabe football influencers, often a lot of them, for Premier League.
Trying to get a reaction.
Trying
to stir things, yeah.
And so a lot of them, and then you get the aggregator accounts that will do the What do we think of this, knowing that their comments will be an absolute cesspit, and then there'll be
knowing who it's
500
going to attract.
quote
Yeah.
tweets, kind of come and look at this, lads. You know.
Yeah. Guess what's happening now? But honestly, it's such a fantastic moment. And Paul, you'll know this with your language skills better than me. But when they announce the players, don't they say something like "football got" or something?
Yeah. This is amazing because they say.
Yeah, you take it away. Yeah.
So basically, a tradition often in not just Union Berlin, but Union Berlin have a crowd thing at their stadium, and the Alten Försterei, which is A, fun to say in German, and B, is an amazing name because it's at the old woodcutter's house. That's what the stadium's called. Stadium of the old woodcutter's house stadium, basically.
That's it. Speaking of stadium names, I have a fantastic one later, but I'll leave you with that one.
because they used to be located in the forest in Berlin, and they have their ultras, if you like, have a tradition. Every time one of their players is announced, the crowd will scream "Fußball Gott," which is football goal, basically. And they'll do it for the managers, they'll do it for everybody else. And for Marie Louise-Eter, without being prompted, they shouted "Fußball Göttin," which is basically the feminine version. So instead of football god, it's football goddess.
Fantastic.
And it's like that.
Yeah, it's like if they're accepting and they've done it without prompt, they've done it, without any expectation to do that, they've accepted it, then why can't other people?
It is an interesting thing because Union Berlin this is a weird thing about European football, and I'm sure most of our people in the chat know this and are aware of it. But for those of you who don't, I feel bad, but I kind of want to say this might be for Zach's benefit because as an American, he might be a little less aware of some of the stuff going on in European football culture. A lot of particularly German clubs have political affiliations, like are known as left-wing clubs, or less so now, right-wing clubs. But the Bundesliga is pretty left-wing in its fan base anyway. They're very much against capitalism. They're very, we see all the banners. They're all very much, Nazis raus and all that sort of stuff. Kein Platz in Fußball for Nazis. All these massive banners that are basically Nazi football fans fuck off, kind of thing. And Union Berlin are very left wing, traditionally as a club. They are from a left wing neighborhood. They're formed. Their fans are they're like San Pauli. Everyone knows San Pauli in Hamburg, quite known to be quite left wing. So if any club was going to be the first to hire permanently a female manager and get behind it and be all about, feminism and women's rights and all that sort of thing, Union Berlin is the top. You wouldn't see, and I feel bad because I know Martina plays for them, but you wouldn't see Lazio doing this.
So, my ignorance, I didn't have a clue, right? And then it wasn't until I was talking to Camilla about it, and she was like, "Yeah, just because some of the things Lazio it's like hashtagged, I didn't quite understand yet." I was like, "Camilla, what does this mean?" She was like, "Yeah, please don't say that. That's associated with so and so." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, Lazio are full fash.
Yeah.
Roma are the left wing club in Rome, and Lazio are full on fascist. Well, at least sections of their men's club fan base are. I don't know whether it is with the women.
Yeah, because you've still got that tradition, and of course we're not saying everyone is in the club, but yeah, some clubs definitely have those roots and sections of their fan base that still are very much like that, aren't they?
And I apologize, Zach, for assuming as an American you might be a bit less aware of stuff. But if there are people who are either newer to football or have only watched British football, which isn't hugely political, is it? I mean, you have cities. Liverpool are traditionally a left-wing club. My own Sky Blues are from a left-wing city. Sunderland are traditionally a working-class club, which is both good or bad, given the voting up there. But
that's true. But hey, keep politics out of football, eh? keep politics out.
Unless you're Nigel Farage.
Well, of course. And then you go down to the club and you get your shirts printed. And
You
then
go down to the club. And, you know, Ipswich, as we said, played nobody on the left wing and 11 right wingers. And that's why they lost 2-0 to Portsmouth.
Hey! But I did love all of the fan accounts who are very tribal in a good way and will always come to people's defense. And there was one saying, I don't see the issue. We saw Emma Hayes regularly beat male managers all the time. What's so new about this? And it's
But
right.
They were viciously harsh though, because I was looking in one of the other group chats I'm in, and it was things like the first one that went was there was a German football journalist,
Right.
who basically said, with all due respect, and then did a long thing about how it was bad. So they just quote tweeted him with all due respect, that's sexist.
Yeah.
And that got many, many, many retweets. And then there was another guy who was ranting over several tweets and quote tweeting them and going, oh, you know, bad football club and never losing, and, you know, you wouldn't see women around men's football and all this sort of thing. And they just quote tweeted it with, you haven't really seen many women in any situation, have you? It's just like, oh.
I think I saw that one and from the club as well. And I was like,
yeah, from the official club account. I was just like,
you call them out.
Yeah. And it's the same kind of vibe as my favourite one of those was I can't remember which club it was, but I remember the one I remember was ScotRail had a pride train because, you know, every train painted in pride colours, and got the usual tweets of, oh, when are we going to get a train painted in straight flag and all that sort of stuff. And ScotRail took inspiration from a football club, which I'm really annoyed that I can't remember which one it was, who had done the same thing and quote tweeted with, when straight people are risk being beaten up and killed for who they are, we'll give them a flag. And it was just like,
yeah, good.
Oh.
It's been said.
This is the same kind of vibe from Berlin. And I shared a tweet today from them where they've got lots of you appear not to know who our manager is, so here she is, and just showed her like pinging a 40-yard pass between two narrow things, showing off her football skills, and it was like,
yeah, it's not like they've got some random woman in off the streets.
No, she's been assistant there for a couple of years, right? Since then.
Yeah, she's coached one of the boys' teams there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not some random. Like, she's a very good coach. Like, she's integrated into the club, and like she knows the setup. And you just think, out of all the people they could have got, she is probably the best person in that environment, regardless of gender. Like, it just so happens that she is a woman. So for her to be the first is fantastic, and we just wanted to shout her out, and just say a big middle finger up to to all of the trolls, because this is not the end. This is not the end of the women taking over.
The German, we can say the polite version is "Du kannst uns mal," which literally means you can, and that finishes. But it's understood to mean you can fuck off, basically.
Perfect.
Because it's the short version of the phrase "Du kannst uns mal am Arsch lassen," which is lick my arse, basically. There you go, German swearing. You didn't expect that.
I was going to say, hey, welcome to the Absolute Women's Football Podcast, where we learn different languages, and especially the helpful phrases that you'll need in your footballing journey.
Did you learn many Italian footballing phrases? Beyond the obvious that we all learned on Gazzetta Football Italia in the 90s.
Well, funny you should say that, because I now follow lots of like Italian language learning accounts on Instagram, which are really good. And one of them was swear words. I was like, right, I know I'm gonna take it to the football. But no, I can say it. So I did go to Inter Lazio when I went to Milan. The stadium, I didn't realize, was that I knew it kind of looked like an amphitheater, but I didn't realize it was like 150 years old, and kind of still is in some bits. The toilet situation. So Camilla was like, "We'll go to the toilet before we go to the stadium." They're still like the squatting toilets, so they're not like not like proper European toilets. They're still very much like, "Well, there's a hall. Enjoy."
Welcome to Glastonbury.
Yeah. But yeah, you go and you're literally no seats. You're just sitting on the steps. No shade either. So the baby was kind of in for about 15 minutes. Then I was like, nope, too hot. I burnt my knees because the sun was just shining down. I was putting my sun cream on because obviously northern, very pale. And Stefano just looked at me and went, inglese. I was like, yeah, I know. No one else here is putting their cream on, just me. But yeah, fantastic atmosphere. Really, really fantastic. Would definitely do it. And tickets were free. Didn't have to pay.
I'm disappointed that we didn't get a reel of you at least sitting in a coffee shop with a newspaper, La Gazzetta next to you. So, welcome to Football Italia.
Welcome to Freya's Football Italia.
Yeah.
Football Italia Femminile.
Let me take you around the Arena Civica.
Do Inter sing Sarà perché ti amo as well as AC Milan do, or is that an AC thing?
So it was. So when they were singing, there was where we were sat kind of at the right hand side of like the tunnel, and then on the other side were like the women's ultras essentially. So they had the massive flags, and they were singing all the way through. And yeah, they were going for it. So
did they give it the Che confusione sarà perché ti amo, or was that just like before they come out?
Yeah.
Which then leads to something very offensive about Juventus because they've changed, because it's an Italian love song and they've changed the words.
Yes, of course. Yeah. Yeah. I'm 95% sure, maybe. But yeah, they were absolutely loving it, and the atmosphere there when Inter scored all 5 times was really good. Lazio did get back into it at one point, and we kind of just went, "Oh, they can score! Oh, right, okay, cool." But yeah, it was really good, really chilled atmosphere. Really enjoyed it.
I like Zach's idea as well, because you could even roll it Freya Italia, and now for Freya Italia. It's like Football Italia, but it's where Freya tells us about Serie A.
And this week around the world, let's go to. I'd love to do that. We'll pick a league around the world each, and we'll have our own little segments.
We'll fly you to them every week.
Yeah,
I'm the Luxembourg.
An Italian background. We're not talking about it.
Yeah.
I'm our resident Luxembourg league expert. After
yes.
that.
Or the British Virgin Islands derby. Virgin Islands derby. That was good. But hey, more rogue choices later on when we talk about internationals. Don't you worry. Excuse me. So yes, that was news from Germany. Have we also seen the World Sevens WSL edition?
Yes.
Has first 2 teams have been announced? United and Villa. Hey.
Manchester
no
United.
surprise. Yes, Manchester. Not too much of a surprise, because with it being a WSL edition, they're both WSL teams. So no. But Danny, that was the whole point of the World Sevens, was to see like Ajax against Bayern Munich and Roma against Manchester United, like all of these matchups that you'd never normally get. So is it?
Yeah, because this is just going to be.
In order to do this,
it's just England's teams, isn't it? From what I could tell.
Yeah, it's just WSL. That's it. Yeah.
Does it? Because the thing I'm looking at the website now, it just says England's best women's clubs.
Yeah, so it's I think
basically whoever they can find,
edition.
isn't it? Yeah.
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 So it's not even.
Yeah,
like,
it's a display. You want something a bit unique, don't you? You want those matches you don't see very often, like you say, because that would give you. I mean, it's quite fun anyway, but it's still you want to see the. I want to see the current over here. I want to see Angel City. I want to see like Corinthians and things
Portland
like that.
Cherry Bombs.
Oh. Yeah, Portland Cherry Bombs. Get them in there.
Get them over. Yes.
Yeah, I can imagine Skinner is going to be taking this as most seriously as ever taken anything. He's going to want this crown, and he's going to lord it over everyone. When he
There's
wins
money at this Brentford stadium.
Yeah.
I'm going to go. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna win. Yeah. Well, sevens featuring English, it seems. And I get they're trying to do like
baseball, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like the World Series featuring America and Canada.
Yeah.
Like,
can we just invite one Australian club like Eurovision? Like, yeah.
As an honorary club.
You'll be excited with this with Eurovision head on Frey. You like Eurovision, am I right? I got that completely wrong.
Yeah,
or
president of Eurovision fan club, me. Yeah,
president. Yeah. Delta Goodrem off of Neighbours is the Australian singer.
No, she's not. Is she actually?
Yeah.
Delta Goodrem.
Yeah. Oh, I can't remember what her name was on Neighbours.
Didn't she have an affair with Brian McFadden?
No, I think she married him, didn't she?
Did
no, that was Kerry
Katona. She may have married him afterwards.
Maybe she did have an affair. Yeah, it was Kerry Katona who married him, wasn't it?
Because they had, so he was married to Kerry Katona and they had children. Yeah. Sorry, everyone, tangent. And then I don't think he was a very good boy. And I'm sure he had a song with Delta Goodrem. Anyone in the chat with their early noughties pop history, if you know this one. And I remember the music video, they're walking through an airport and it's very like they're looking longingly at each other. Oh God, what was it called?
Almost Here was a duet with Brian McFadden. Yeah.
You're good. I was looking for that, and you'd already.
I mean, it's off the top of my head. I'm definitely not Wikipedia. But yeah, she's Eurovision. Why did we get to Delta Goodrem again?
Because Australia placed in the World Series.
That's it. Yeah.
That was a tenuous link. We got that.
I just thought both of you might enjoy that. I'm still waiting for David Snedden to be invited to do the UK version. But, not got anywhere yet.
I'm going to throw out there, by the way, Delta Goodrem, hottest The Voice judge, because she's on The Voice Australia.
Is she?
And she, and on the clips of, one of my secret devices is that I'll go on YouTube and watch best like blind auditions on The Voice randomly.
Aren't they all blind auditions?
Particularly the rock versions. And there's a famous Australian one where a bloke called Mark does Blow by Ed Sheeran and whoever. And she's into it. She's properly giving it and it's like, yeah, Delta's got taste. That was her singing on to Wolf Mother.
I will just confirm, I can't say that they had an affair, but I do just want to point this out.
For legal reasons.
For legal reasons.
The absolute football lawyers are like, fucking hell.
They only tune in on Wednesday.
We've got this. Sam's on the phone. They're like, what's Paul done now? It's like, no, it's Freya. What?
Were you just remembering them walking through an airport together and just thought that was...
No, I just remember things were rocky with him and Kerry. And all of these alleged things that happened. But I've just Googled it. They started dating in 2004, right? This is taken back.
This is McFadden and Katona, is it?
McFadden and Goodrem, yeah, McFadden and Goodrem.
They were okay.
Yeah, so they did date and they got engaged, but ended it in 2011.
Oh, when did Katona come into?
Oh, they were together for age before that. That was in the Westlife Atomic Kitten days when she was first in it.
He's on wife number 3 now. And,
this was about the time Delta Goodrem had her breakthrough single in the UK, which was called Innocent Ties.
Yes.
Well.
All right, Delta.
Kerry Katona and Brian got married in 2002, so they were dating before that. So there we go.
Delta Goodrem is also the best Aussie singer who we've known over here because Holly Valance came over and then she went full fash.
Oh, she's gone. She went completely over the edge, didn't she?
Oh.
Yeah, which was
She's
disappointing.
gone full Matt Letizia.
Just to throw another singer in there. Where was Dido from? Was she Australian?
Dido.
Why
she was surely she was British, wasn't she?
No, Dido was British. Dido has an amazing name, and I now have to go and look up.
I'm just trying to look.
I've just got it, but I think Paul's pronunciation might be better than mine.
Dido's full name.
Yeah, are we ready?
Is amazingly Dido Florian Cloud de Bunavoy O'Malley Armstrong.
O'Malley.
O'Malley Armstrong after Florian.
She was born Florian Cloud de Bunavai Armstrong, and then, of course,
She added O'Malley.
So dropped in O'Malley.
Mm.
And she is the sister of Rollo from Faithless.
Is that right?
Wow.
Oh.
See, all of this we're uncovering tonight.
Who else can we bring up?
On our football podcast. Who else? Put it in the chat. Who else do you want us to see us mention?
Dido has 2 birthdays.
Like the Queen.
She does. Because she was born on Christmas Day, she celebrates 2 birthdays. Officially.
You can't do that.
She has a birthday on 25th of June where the family celebrate, and then she actually has actual Christmas Day.
I'd love to do that. I'd be like, no, I'm having 2 birthdays.
That's a white flag for me. That.
Oh,
very good. Very good. Very good.
It's obviously because she knows that on her birthday, she goes, well, I'll celebrate 2 birthdays because then I know that my family are going to be here with me.
Nice.
There we go.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you.
Guys, we should. Absolutely pop culture.
Oh, yeah,
that
please.
Can be,
we do it in the summer.
Hey, subscribe, become a member. We'll drop that in.
Dido supports Arsenal. Incredible. Great stat.
Oh, right. Yeah. You'd have probably got a better version of fucking North London Forever, wouldn't you? What a fucking dirge that song is.
Now,
sorry,
hey, Graham, you've got to be careful with this spelling of this.
You've got to be careful with that because the people searching for those kinds of things will not be looking for the pop culture.
No.
I mean, the other one is when we talk about the sub cup.
Yeah, we won't put it in the hashtags just in case.
we won't put that one in the hashtags. 2 girls, 1 sub.
We're all grateful Otto didn't put up for that one, Graham.
we need to get Emma just to search for that one.
I might text
Emma, what's our new pop culture podcast? What's our pop culture summer cup podcast called?
I would love to see what it come up with. Probably something better than that. I love it. But yes, the World Sevens WSL edition, which is where this conversation started. So far, we do have United and Villa, and it will be at Brentford Stadium, where the champions, what was it called? Champions Cup. Arsenal won it.
Yes.
Where they were played.
Thanks so much to all of us.
And that's at the end of May. After the end of the league, if anyone's interested, over a couple of days.
Of course, this is the same Mark Skinner who will complain about the small squad that he's got and the fact that they're overworked.
Yeah,
and the injuries.
Well, should we talk about fixture congestion? Because Graham in the chat, of course, we all know Graham. I don't know why I said in the chat. Graham, lovely part of our podcast. Have we all seen the Southampton-Charlton game has been moved at the end of April due to a congested end of season schedule for the stadium.
One extra game, possibly.
Okay, yeah.
One extra game, and the men aren't playing until I think it's the Tuesday. And I think they're away the previous bit. So Southampton's game has been moved to what's it called? The Silver Lake Stadium? Have I made that up? Is that right?
Eastleigh? Is that Eastleigh?
That sounds very Lord of the Rings, doesn't it?
It does.
If that's Eastleigh FC, then I once used to play 5-a-side there.
Interfere?
Not on the 6-a-side pitches next to it, not on the pitch.
Hey, still claim it, Danny. Still claim it.
I'm claiming it.
But yeah, they've changed it. So it was going to be at St Mary's, but it's no longer there due to congestion, which of course the fans are rightly annoyed because they deserve to play on the pitch, too. But yeah, those darn men complaining again. Obviously, that's allegedly it has been officially as a too heavily congested fixture. But yeah, they've moved it to a Sunday on a 4 o'clock kickoff at the Silver Lake Stadium. So
where does that fall in terms of the rest of the championship program? Is that like right before the end of the season, like before the?
So it's the 26th of April. So
yes,
they've still got the week before.
Yeah,
week before. Before that happens. So yeah, it just throws you off a bit, doesn't it? When you're geared up to we're going to play at St Mary's and it's going to be great. And no offense to the other stadium, but it's not St Mary's, is it?
2 weeks ago, we might have turned around and said, "Oh well, it's fairly irrelevant anyway. It would have been a dead rubber." And then Charlton started doing an Arsenal. It's going to
Doing an Arsenal. Oh.
Because that's the other thing as well. They could have been having a promotion party at St Mary's, couldn't they? And slightly different doing it at Eastleigh.
Yeah. just slightly. Again, no offense to Eastleigh. But moving on from that slightly, but still sticking with congested season schedule. Have we all seen, now that Arsenal are through to the next stage of the Champions League, they are playing 7 matches in 20 days. So...
Oh, that was great timing. I enjoyed that.
Well done,
and that, everybody, is Arsenal season collapsing.
Dun, dun, dun.
That was such good timing.
That was perfect.
Boom.
Should we go for acting classes? I think Ebola.
If only Arsenal were actually from East London as opposed to South London. And that would have sounded like the EastEnders thump.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I was like, where are you going with this? What's good? I get it. EastEnders, yes. So are we ready? These are the dates. 26th of April, when they should have been playing Villa. They're playing Lyon in the first leg. 29th of April, Leicester. 2nd of May, second leg for Lyon. 6th of May, Brighton. 9th of May, Aston Villa. 13th of May, Everton. 16th of May, Liverpool. Final game of the season. If they make it to the Champions League final, 23rd of May is when that's being held as well. And you just think, if Skinner talks about a small squad, it's, it's going to be such a strong.
Unrelatedly, they're probably going to be announced for the WSL 7s very shortly.
Yeah.
They're like, sod it. We'll just
But it'll be their academy kids plus like Cadena. And like that'll be it. Everyone else will be on the.
And Cadena will still only play 5 minutes at the end.
Oh, poor liar. But yeah, that's mad, isn't it? Due to rearranged fixtures and all sorts. So
that's a crazy schedule
to get that. But you think like recovery time. You think, preventing injuries and stuff. Renee and the team are going to have to be like, right, what are we going to prioritize here? Like
that Leicester game in the middle of the Lyon games screams rotation, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be right. Everyone on the bench.
Yeah.
Who are we actually going to put up to play?
And the funniest thing is, I guarantee there will be loads of complaints from the online fan base when it's, what team have we put out for this Leicester game? And it's like, well, you've got a Champions League semi-final in 3 days.
Yeah, think about it in context. Like, it's everything will be done for a reason.
We came to see Leslie Russo. Why isn't she playing? Because she's sleeping.
Yeah. She needs to recover for this next leg. But yeah, I just saw it and I was like, yeah, I can't.
Not helpful for fantasy football either, is it?
I was going to say, you could fill it with Arsenal players because it's like a quadruple game week. But then
they're just not going to play.
Yeah.
I'd love to claim this is the reason why I don't play fantasy football and not because I'm utterly crap at it. And always forget after about 6 weeks.
I have the best of intentions with fantasy football and then I completely forget. I'm like, oh, yeah, that. But this is, of course, the last season because Aerial Fantasy are closing down.
It's going, isn't it? Yeah.
This is it. So rumours are the WSL, because the WSL app, do we all remember they launched it and then that just fell flat? Heard nothing from it since. The rumour was maybe they were going to produce their own fantasy team and that's why Aerial Fantasy couldn't continue with it. So yeah, watch this space to see if anything else pops up.
So we are 13 minutes away from relegation for the men's team at the moment. Just as an update for everyone watching. Annoyingly, we're giving ourselves a little bit of hope as such. But
I brought a pint glass. It is full of water, but I did instantly do damage. So.
But basically the opposite of what Paul's going through at the moment. Paul's just waiting for promotion. We're waiting for relegation.
Don't. You've put the scud on it. Don't. This is why the Sky Blues jersey is coming out because it's that time in the season when things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if it makes you feel any better, Lincoln women have been relegated for a couple of months.
3 years.
Have you seen the ridiculousness of Rotherham have been relegated despite having 2 teams below them?
Yeah, and we're one of them that will then go
will
in about
be confirmed,
12 minutes time. Yeah.
But briefly, you had a situation where you had
Yeah.
the bottom of League One, and you had Rotherham 2 places up from the bottom with an R next to them because it had been confirmed because
they played too many more games and things. Yeah.
That's mad. And
then, of course, we have the ridiculous, which you can find out more about on the non-league show on Mondays.
Yes.
Seamless plug. Where you have Rochdale and York playing each other on the final day of the season, and only one of them can go up.
Yes.
Ayrshire Rochdale, and you also have a weird situation where if York get 2 more points, they'll go up. But if they get 3 more points, they might not go up because if Rochdale beat them on the final day of the season, then they'll go up through goal difference.
Yes.
Or something weird like that.
So pay attention, everyone. Things could still change. So how many more matches did you say? Was it 5? 4 or 4?
For who? For Rochdale and York? 2, I think.
Oh, just 2 for them. Okay.
Because they played 44.
How many are you waiting for Coventry, Paul?
Well, Coventry, we could have been having a promotion party, but in the tradition of fans of teams on this podcast waiting for promotion, where we're expecting for it, just when we thought it was possible, the Sky Blues fucked it up. Because if they'd beaten Sheffield Wednesday, they'd have gone up this weekend because Ipswich and Middlesbrough both lost. So that would have sealed it.
Nice, Chris.
But officially, the Sky Blues need 1 more point.
Yeah. We need 15 more points and for one other team to lose all 5 games. But we're giving it a good go tonight, to be fair. And rather annoyingly, it's probably one of our best performances of the season tonight. We're saving it. Go.
But on the plus side, having been in League 2 for far too long, it's more fun because you still care, but you care a lot less because if we get an embarrassing result, nobody's going to give a shit because it's League 2. If we lose 6-0 to Carlisle, to Carlisle on Boxing Day, nobody's going to give a shit.
But we will, Paul. We'll care. Okay. Chris Graham, this is why we love you. So 2 games left. Ipswich play Middlesbrough on Sunday.
Basically,
Southend have to play Hartlepool away next Tuesday in the last catch-up game. Wimbledon are losing, Danny, so there's still hope.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Cannot catch the Sky
Wimbledon are losing their game. We're at 1-1 in our game. So if we get 1, then we'll push it back to Saturday somehow. We'll push it.
Let's hope. Well, all I'm saying is I have seen many great escapes.
Someone wants to say hello before they go to bed.
Hello, Toby.
Hello.
Oh, look at the smile on her.
Hi. She heard voices and was like, hello.
They're not voices in your head.
They are people on the screen.
In your head.
Hey.
Hey. Can you say Skinner? Phil.
Can you say FTM? I nearly said the identity version that no fair will shout at me, so I'll make that version of the joke.
Can you say cherry bombs? Cherry bombs. No?
We need to get a version of the kit in
or the Rebel or the.
Oh, I wonder if they do baby kits.
Yeah, they'll do that if we request it.
They'll do baby kits.
What do you want to grab?
We'll make one if not.
If you already got a baby, I'm assuming she's already got a baby Sunderland shirt at some.
She did, but she's growing out of it now. My friend got her a Villa 18 to 24 month kit. You going? Okay. Bye bye. Night night. Night night. Thank you. Yeah, got her a kit, and it just fits now. So that's really cute. It's got the socks with it and everything. It's very cute. So yeah, need more swimming kits. Me too, Grim. Me too. Especially now that she has no fear and will just climb on everything. Opens cupboards. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Nightmare.
The fun age.
It's so fun.
Because Rosie's about the same age. Well, no, Rosie's a little older than her, and she's starting to run around.
You meant Rosie from the
Wait,
pod.
Rosie.
Isn't Rosie growing up when she's going to football matches all by herself now? And getting tattoos.
She's been let out of the attic.
Rosie.
It says a lot that I reflexively just looked across at the window then, doesn't it? Like...
Oh, I love it. Sean, welcome. Never apologise for being late. We love having you. So thank you for joining. Now, I do have one more thing to mention before we get to internationals. I know we've been talking nearly an hour, but we will get there. The big question on everyone's lips, especially today with what's been happening, is, and again, people in the chat, you can voice your opinion as well. Should current players have their own podcasts? Because there's been a lot of controversy. Paul, have you seen this today?
No, what's Millie Bright and Rachel Davies?
Do you know?
How did you know his name?
Because
and you are correct.
Millie Bright is doing a Mary Earps. She's desperately trying to sabotage her own legacy the past few months. Because obviously she had the whole thing.
She's doing a very good job. She's doing a very good job, unfortunately. So the issue we've had today, okay, is that their latest episode has the title, and I'll just get it word for word, "The Nigeria Game Broke Us. Millie and Rach on England's Wild World Cup Battle." Okay, Danny?
Yeah, they've scored a free kick.
Oh, no.
Oh.
The R, Sean, the R is for relegation, yes. Thank you. And it is just about to be confirmed, unless we can score twice in 6 minutes.
Hey, strange things have happened. Strange things.
Anyway.
We'll get Dido's white flag. It's okay. We'll
yes.
We'll have a moment. We'll have a moment. So yes, that was also a really good reaction to the title of their podcast as well.
Yeah.
To be fair, I thought that was what the reaction was for, because it was kind of mine as well, because it's like, oh, what are we digging up now?
Yeah. So everyone remembers that game because of the incident that happened, the red card, LJ's red card. Guess which image was on the thumbnail for that episode? Yes. So the thumbnail, if people didn't see it because they now have changed it, was that moment in the center with Millie and Rach either side reacting. Okay. And that, of course, was the title as well. So
what reacting in their kit during the game or doing the...
No, it's like from the pod, moments from the podcast of them like just reacting. And people have said, why would you do that as her, not only her club captain, but she was England captain at the time of that incident as well. When you're essentially... That's rage bait, that's clickbait, that's just inviting all of the wrong people in. Someone then looked through the podcast and they didn't even really talk about it, which makes it even worse because I think Rach says something like, oh, that's the one where LJ got the red card. And Millie was like, yeah, we had to fight for our skins for that game and really get through to the next stage. And it's like, that's fine, you can mention that. But to then put that as the thumbnail image was just a bit... just completely out of touch. And
it would have looked terrific even after they'd retired, because it would have looked... Yeah, because you're bringing that moment up and you're inviting that back in for question. Now, the thumbnail change was spotted immediately, of course. It was changed by about midday to just, I think, a picture of Millie and Rach from that game in their kits.
And just before we went live, there was a statement on the podcast account saying essentially, and I'll just get it up again, word for word, so I've got it right.
Did it have them stood by a corner flag? It feels like it's one of those corner flag statements, or just a microphone. Is that what's the equivalent of a corner flag statement?
So the Daily Brightness production team would like to apologise for the image used on one of today's episode thumbnails. We always aim to consider the full context of the content we share, but we missed the mark on this occasion and are sorry for the upset caused. This was a production decision and not something Millie and Rachel had any control over.
All right.
We have removed the thumbnail from all platforms. Thank you for watching and listening.
Because Millie and Rachel don't know what's being put out on their behalf.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what we said before.
that was my thought as well.
I'm assuming that was the reaction from because let's face it, for all the stick we give women's football Twitter, the vast majority of people on it are fairly savvy when it comes to things like social media and public image manipulation.
Yes,
like
and
that.
we will say those fan accounts are some of the ones that will call you out if you say something that you really shouldn't have, and if you've missed the mark. And I do thank them for that, because they were straight on it, been like, "How dare you use this picture for clickbait, essentially?" So the question really is, if you are a current player and you are still representing your club, because again, Rich Daly is Villa captain, Millie, of course, is still Chelsea captain. As two captains who are meant to, yes, they're their own people and personalities, but they're still representing their club and they're still representing their fan base, essentially. So if they're going to talk about stuff like this, should they be allowed to do it regardless, or should some things wait until you've retired and you aren't kind of in the mix as much? Have either of you got any opinions on that? Because I know it can be a bit of a grey area sometimes.
I think there's a reason you don't see it in men's football. I think there's a reason the vast majority of men's football podcasts are by people either at the very end of their careers or as Ben Foster did, because I think Ben Foster started his up. But he had his YouTube channel where it was basically his own content and it was him at games. He just stuck a GoPro in the corner.
Yeah, which is, again, something different, isn't it? It's quite unique, and it's that, that's the personal opinions and whatever. I quite like Zach's, but yes, some players should, many should not. Because you're right, could choose without. Frank Kirby's podcast with Beth England, Nikita Paris and Jordan Nobbs is okay. Million Rich is disgraceful.
I think you've got a difference there, because I think Nikita Paris is probably going to be very savvy that she has to be careful because she is a player of colour in a public space. Full stop.
Yes.
So she knows she's going to have to be that. Frank Kirby seems to be an incredibly intelligent lady.
Her on comms the other night, because I think she was doing a bit for the BBC, wasn't she? I think. Very good. She's very, very good, Frank Kirby. Yeah.
And Beth England. Whenever you hear Beth England speak, she seems to be very aware of what's going on.
Yeah.
I think there is a danger, and I know this is even worse, a man saying it about a woman in the public sphere, and I'm fully aware of that. It is very notable which England players from that Euro 2022 squad have dealt with celebrity well, and which have attempted to use it to further their own brand and image. And
you can tell which ones have been advised well and which ones have gone, take every deal you can, just be everywhere, and not really given them the opportunity to find out who they are as a celebrity, if you like. And have
I think if Chloe Kelly did a podcast, it would be horrific. Because
as a
I don't think, because her persona is very confident and if that's filtered through a lens of articles and interviews and whatever else, with experienced journalists writing it, that can be put across in a way that doesn't harm her. If it's unfiltered, if Chloe Kelly unfiltered or whatever, she'd say something stupid, and you get the feeling she'd say something stupid within the first 5 minutes.
It's this, isn't it? A podcast where a current athlete can speak freely about other current athletes won't end well, and that's the thing, because you've still got to share that space. You've still got to. I think there's a difference between voicing your opinion about something and standing up on a topic and that kind of thing, because you use it kind of your voice for good, aren't you, and voice for change. But I think if it's still issues and personal issues as well within the game, it just feels like surely you're causing more harm than
I think Graham is absolutely right in the chat where he's
this one.
Yeah. And it also seems to be in everything I've read. I don't know whether you two can feel free to disagree with me, and it might be personal bias in some way. It seems to be Millie Bright more than Rachel Daly doing the stuff that's screwing up. It's almost like Rachel Daly plays
the stick. Yeah, I haven't seen any Rachel hate.
Rachel Daly plays the, again, it's a pain in the ass phrase to have to use. In the pair of them, Rachel Daly is the straight woman. She's the one who's deadpan and will be who Millie bounces off and chats and whatever else. And I don't know whether Millie's got this weird. I've got to be this straight talking Northern girl thing going, and you've got Rachel Daly doing it as well. And they both we won bloody Euros and got to World Cup final. They know and we can get away with this, and it's like,
I think, and especially for a podcast, as successful podcasters like us, we know you've got to have a certain, how do I say this? A certain something to kind of get across and make the show work and make people want to watch and listen, and you've got to really think about it. And I think it's took them a while to kind of find their voice, and I just really hope from the bits I've seen that it doesn't turn into Mean Girls at School type of podcast, which is sometimes what it has sounded like. Because I don't watch all the time. I've seen clips and things like that, but just some things haven't sat right. Completely personal opinion. I've never quite gelled with it. I've never quite liked it, and just the type of podcast it is.
Sorry, Danny, go on.
Yeah, go on, Danny.
I was going to say you've got to. It's all about what you bring in, isn't it? What's your podcast?
What you bring to the table,
what you're doing, and if you're bringing people down, that kind of just creates the culture around it of then people tuning in and being like, right, it's okay to bring people down again now. Then, and this is exactly the opposite of what we want women's football to be, isn't it? We don't want people like that starting to sort of go out to some of their ex-teammates and people who are still playing, because then it just gives the opportunity for other people to jump on board again. That's not what we want at all.
I think
we've got to really think about.
And the thing that, I don't know, this is going to sound like I'm on the beg for compliments, but I don't consume much other women's football media apart from the writers that I know I like. Catherine Batt, Tom Gary, Megan Faringa, Charlotte Harper, are going to give you good coverage and good opinion stuff. All the podcasty stuff, I made the mistake of falling into British ice hockey TikTok when I couldn't sleep last night. And, oh my God, it's full of girls of a certain age who are TikTokers and influencers, and the vibe that is similar to women's football, only with men, because heated rivalry and all that stuff. And it feels like women's football, a lot of the stuff in it is the in-crowd Mean Girls vibe, and I don't know whether that's, we actively try and avoid it as much as possible, but we can't because obviously people know which podcast I don't like for one reason or another. But it's tricky because I think that the women's Euros team has certain personalities in it who were still treated in the, oh, you're like the popular girls at school. And maybe some of them have kind of gone and run with that in their podcast, and it's very Heathers.
Heathers. Oh, what
Very Heathers, very clueless, very you can't sit with us.
Fun fact, Clueless is one of the 3 videos that my biology teacher had on video. So at the end of term or the end of the year, we would know you get your 3 options, and everyone always went for Clueless. So that will always give
What
them
were the other ones out of interest?
Friday the 13th and Debbie Goes Dallas.
Spot on, yeah, that's it. But yeah, I just read there were 2 like you'd never watch them as like 13-year-old girls. Like, why you wouldn't watch these as days?
So the Home and Away Omnibus 2000.
But yeah, Mrs. Hall, what does it teach you, Sean?
It's when you see people making jokes on podcasts and enjoying and liking content with stuff like, if you keep going, I'm going to be your 13th reason, which is an amazing put down, but it's the kind of thing. It's the kind of.
Oh, you say that, Paul?
You are. Were you not expecting something quite that vicious? That's like.
I wasn't expecting that.
I can bitch with the best of them, as we know. I can, you put me in a high school in 1995 America and put me in a blonde wig, and I could be Queen Bee. Like,
let's commission that. The absolutely 90s rom-com. I don't know. But yeah. It's something that we don't want this space to turn into. And I know people are discussing things in the chat, and like, obviously we'd never condone anyone saying anything horrendous, but I just think it's time that we continue to kind of call out that behavior and be like, that's not what this space is, and we just want to bring positive vibes to the atmosphere.
I think people
make it a better place at the end of the day.
I think the trouble is, I think Millie and Rachel may be aware that's why people watch the podcast now.
For the drama.
Get some clicks.
Yeah.
Get some advertising revenue.
Yeah. And I think, especially with the amount of involvement people have on social media, and players, of course, posting what they like because it's their right to, I just think some players are leaving themselves wide open to criticism, and is then fracturing other parts of that atmosphere as well. Because again, Chelsea fans in the chat are saying, the locker room's already divided and fractured, and what's going to happen in the summer, because there needs to be a complete reshuffle. And
this is when you look at podcasts like Lena Obrador's Popcorn and Panenka, and the whole, they don't talk about football.
Yeah,
actively. They will talk about social things and stuff they've done, and even politics and whatever. Dido.
Yeah.
But I remember watching one, and someone asked Lena about, and she'll talk about, I'm recovering from injury, the stuff is going well, blah, blah, blah. But if people ask her, what's it like in the Bayern dressing room? What do you think of this? I'm not telling you. It's none of your business.
Yeah, that's not what this is about. Yeah.
Well, maybe that's what it needs, just people talking about random stuff now. Like,
well, that's the thing.
Georgia Stanway doing a Buffy the Vampire Slayer episode by episode rewatch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or even like, even if like Millie and Rach change it slightly to watching like their old England games. I mean, like what happened before, and just like the memories.
Yeah. Some like insight of behind the scenes and all that kind of stuff. Got so much to draw on, haven't they? So,
yeah, exactly. If you just think there could be so many other visions for this rather than. But hey, that's our 2 cents, as it were.
Did not think I was going to see Eric Bischoff's name in the chat tonight. There he is.
Well, as we know, wrestling. The wrestling references.
Hey, got to get them in. Hey, we're talking about every other thing tonight, so why not bring the wrestling in as well? Now then, should we talk about some international matches?
Yes.
Is that what we're here? Oh, is that what we're here for?
That's why we're here.
10 minutes in.
It's all over the thumbnail. Like that's why the people are here. But you know what though? Should we break some news to the wonderful people who have been in attendance? We said we'd tease some pod news if everyone is ready. Can everyone do a nice little drum roll for me, please? As a podcast, we want to say a massive, massive thank you to everyone because we have officially hit 2,000 YouTube subscribers, which is incredible. So thank you so much to everyone who likes, watches, subscribes, listens, gets involved in the chat. You are all part of this fabulous community, and it just keeps growing every single day, and we absolutely love it. So if you do enjoy our content, and you're watching for the first time, or you just drop in, and you like what you see, then do give us a like, do give us a subscribe, and if you really want to, you can become a member as well. And we've got some more exciting things to pop up over the summer and beyond as well. So we just wanted to do a massive thank you so much to everyone who works so hard across all the shows, Monday to Thursday. You can always catch us live at 8:30, talking all of the different leagues. But yeah, the numbers are incredible, the interactions are incredible, and we just wanted to say a massive thank you. So yes, thank you. 2,000 YouTube subscribers. Well done, guys. Well done. Well done. All the hard work. And thank you to everyone in the chat as well. Thank you. I love it. And of course, the only way to go, next up, 3,000. I'm going to go. Right then, internationals. Match day 3 of the World Cup qualifiers. International break yet again. Feels like we've just had the last one. And as I was doing the tables and the results and things like that, nothing much has changed in terms of who's at the top of the tables. The only one really in Group A is Group A2. As we can see here, the Netherlands have leapfrogged France, but just by the single point. So there isn't that much in it between the teams. So this is League A, as we can see. Denmark topping A1, Netherlands at the top of A2, England at the top of A3, which is what we like, and Germany at the top of Group A4. But still with lots to play for, of course. So these are the results from the weekend. When I've looked, Italy had a blinder against Serbia. It was incredible. I think it was 5 different goal scorers in that one. It was brilliant. But yeah, Denmark came from behind to win against Sweden. But the big one, of course, it was England-Spain yet again. How did we feel going into this one? Danny, I'll come to you, because obviously Spain, world champions, but we're at Wembley, we've got the home advantage technically. How are you feeling going into this one?
It's the same sort of palpitations you always get with Spain, isn't it? You just think, how is this one going to go? I actually thought Spain were going to cause us a lot of problems because of the size of the pitch and all that kind of thing. They like that kind of style to spread the game, and essentially that's what they did. But I thought we actually stood up to them really well this time. I thought our shape was great throughout. Like, I don't think I've seen us play that well shape-wise against Spain for a long time, if ever. Even in the finals, I think maybe the circumstances were a little bit different this time to a knockout stage where you kind of have to play a certain way to go and get the win. But once we got that early goal, I thought it gave us that sense that we've got something to defend, and wasn't necessarily completely pretty or what you wanted to watch, but it got the job done. And I thought that's probably the only way we can play against Spain is in that style. And I thought we frustrated them a lot. We didn't give them that many clear chances. Just really happy that we got over the line. It was a very different performance to what we used to against other teams in this group potentially, because just the way that Spain play. They're just going to hog the ball all the time, and we're just like, just let them have the ball, just let them have it, and go like, you pass it all you want. We'll just set up in their shape. And yeah, I was surprised by the performance, but really pleasantly surprised, really happily surprised by the fact that we've come out with a result. And some other sort of standouts. Alicia Kendall, I thought, was really, really good in the middle. She was helping that the shape to that in the first half, and the centre-back pairing as well, not really played that much together for England. I thought they did really well against the top-level team in the world, almost, and maybe not anymore. I don't know. Yeah, I think we might talk about one of the other ones later on. Yeah, but just it's so important to get that win at home, because then we can go and maybe draw there and get through that way, because only one team goes through, doesn't it? So it was really important to go and get that home win, which means. And I don't think it's going to be an easy game against Iceland at all away, because they'll cause us problems. But big relief to get that done and get another win against Spain. So that kind of sets us up for the future as well. Like, this is our template now against Spain. This is how we set up, and yeah, we're not going to be.
And we can do it.
We can do it, and it was so disciplined. Like throughout this, every player contributed to it as well. Like Russo at front, Lauren James. She's not been our usual kind of power in on self. She did it at times. She did it at the right times, and I thought that was exactly the game plan. We did a real job on them. It almost felt like we were an away team in that game, but it was what was needed to get through and what was needed to get the 3 points. And it was big performance for different reasons to what we're used to.
Yes, I think it was more, not nuanced, but it was much more of it wasn't like a 7-0 beating. We are incredible, whatever. But it's all those little things, like you mentioned. Like we actually, we held a good shape, and we looked confident, and we were looked comfortable, and we were able to get it done at the end of the day. There wasn't a sloppy goal, or we didn't lose possession badly at any point and then not able to keep the lead. So it was a really controlled performance against team that could have been quite nervous against, because this was the one, of course. So it was 62,306 was the attendance. Not bad for a Tuesday night.
No. I mean, the very fact you kind of look at it and go, oh, it wasn't quite full, makes you realise how far we've come, doesn't it? You're like, it's still a bloody good effort on Tuesday night.
There's like 9,000 in there.
Exactly.
No, I think, did Tom Gary post the last one was 40,000 something against Spain last year. So even that, I mean, another 20,000 is incredible, isn't it? Kira Walsh got her 100 caps, and there was someone who was very excited about that, was our Chloe Bear, who was there for the first time doing press, which was an incredible achievement. We're very, very proud of our Chloe. And of course, she got to see Kira Walsh 100 caps as captain. And of course, Mary Earps got her moment as well, didn't she, before kickoff?
Apparently the programme had like every single name of every player in the 499 games, didn't it?
Yes, it did. So it was kind of the cartoon, like illustrated pictures of the players on the front, and then on the back was all the names of everyone who's played, which looked really, really cool. Because of course they debuted the 500th game anniversary shirt. Did we see these?
The money, the clinical money.
Do we like them? Because they have split opinion. I think I quite like the black one, black and gold.
I like the black one. If you're gonna do those, play in it.
Oh, that's the thing. Because did they wear them for the warm up? I missed the warm up. I was working. But yeah, allegedly they were going to warm up in them. And apparently they're for sale, limited edition. So if you did like them, get your
limited edition of 30,000. That's 70 quid a time.
30,000. But yeah, there were some questions because people were like, "Oh, Jess Park wasn't on," and I thought maybe at some points we could have maybe used her speed and her nippiness through the middle there.
I think that was more circumstance, though, wasn't it? In terms of we're playing Spain, we need someone more like Blinkhilda Brown, who's going to be a bit more of a holder than Jess Park can. And she's great at it. She's great at what she does, but she drifts and she goes in positions where maybe we don't need her late on in the game. Blinkhilda Brown's more a kind of similar-ish to Kendall in the fact that she'll hold a position. She's really, again, disciplined in what she does. We needed that kind of sturdiness rather than the little wasp that Jess Park is.
I hope this team is a changing of the guard, and I hope certain players are now pushed out because of the
Yeah, because Paul, I was going to say before when the lineups came out, you went, "Oh, Lucia Kendall in the 10." That's a brave decision from Serena to go down that route. So, what did you make of her performance? Are you pleased that she's now that starting?
I'm pleased because it means Ella Toon won't be, and that's
well, she's still injured at the minute, isn't she?
That's yes, but
yeah,
okay. That sounds blunt, but for me, Ella Toon is done with England now. I think.
Okay, done completely. Okay.
She's a luxury that. There are other players in that squad who do that job better. Jess Park does it better. Lauren James does it better.
Yeah.
Ella Toon has eyelashes. Like, it's...
Katua, do you watch Villa games, mate? Yes, she has. What are you on about? Winding me up.
I think it pleased me because that game, I think, like Danny was saying, it showed a different... It showed England adjusted, and it showed they can play in that more disciplined fashion, and it's the blueprint that can be used against Spain, against Germany, against the USA, against Brazil, even
Japan.
Yes.
Like,
need to have that difference.
That's what England are going to need if they're going to make a serious run at the World Cup.
Yeah.
I don't think they needed to have evolved since 2023, and now we're finally seeing the fruits of it by beating Spain.
And what you get with this kind of thing as well, you get you just get to see the players buying into it. Where you sometimes see this kind of system change or attitude change towards a certain team. You sometimes don't get the flair players buying into it, but we got the flair players really digging in and really tracking back and really getting involved in the defensive work as well. The Lauren Jameses, we had Lauren Hemp tracking back. Russo was dropping back and getting deeper and getting involved. It shows they're all still buying into what she's selling, which is a massively positive sign.
Yes.
And they're like, yeah, you can draw on this now when we hopefully do end up in the World Cup against these bigger nations and against these teams, and especially the likes of Japan that are going to be swarming all over us if we play them.
And particularly as well, like you said, in Brazil, it's not a European World Cup. It's not even
exactly
an European World Cup. The conditions are going to be very hot, very
You're
humid.
going to need to play like that, and
they're going to require a slower game.
And you can't play flat out for 90 minutes in those conditions. Yeah,
let the likes of Spain, Japan, and the USA do their hard running, whatever, and then after 70 minutes. Right, okay, now we can maybe start to push a little bit more because they are starting to tire a bit.
Yeah.
In certain areas.
Yeah, and that's when you can pounce. That's right.
And like you say, that's where the full squad will come in, and that's where the likes of Jess Park being on the bench. In the same way in Euro 22, you had the starters and finishers, so to speak. You have this new,
and it was a clear system,
more disciplined.
You
have this new, more disciplined England where the likes of Kendall start and wear the opposition down rather than going for the win straight off.
Yes, in it for the long game and to really do it justice. Because Alexia post-match, when she'd been interviewed, she was like, "Look, it came down to fine details. We were able to press them, but they were able to defend. Neither of the teams could get too comfortable really because they had to keep on their toes throughout the match." And she was like, "We did neutralize a lot of their attacks," but of course they couldn't find a way through.
I think Spain's time is past, genuinely, for a little while.
I do just want to say I love that Edna Amade is getting her time to shine after having a cracking season in Liga F and then being recalled by Bayern Munich and being able to really go for it in those top teams now. So
she was unlucky as well with that shot, wasn't she?
Really lucky.
Hannah Hampton's save late on as well.
Oh yeah, that was superb.
Yes.
Susan Perb, that was
a complete Susan Perb. Because I think that was what Fran Kirby commented as well. She was like, that won them the game. That save and being able to, as a goalkeeper, to be able to step up in those big moments, and that's exactly what she was able to do, because it came at her really quick, didn't it? That opportunity, and you just think if she wasn't there, if she wasn't as switched on, if she hadn't been really keeping up to that second with the game, it would have been all over, really, wouldn't it? So
that England team, the 2023 England team, I feared playing the likes of America. This England team, I don't.
It's a nice feeling, isn't it? Yeah.
Obviously we can laugh at America because they did all that nice to beat you bollocks and then were crap themselves, but they've had their adjustment now, and they've got one of the best tactical minds on the planet with one of the best squads on the planet. And yet,
apart from that,
and yet you still look at it and go, England have got one of the best tactical minds on the planet with one of the most effective squads on the planet. That is probably now a little less arrogant than it was, even though they're double Euros winners, they're probably a little less arrogant than they were because the celebrity players aren't playing as much in the main, and it's they're not a team of individual stars.
Yeah, you start to see that cohesiveness. And it's like it's not just about a singular person. It's now this is us together, and this is.
Can England outpossess Japan? No, they can't. But
this is exactly what we didn't do against Spain as well. So it doesn't matter if you've got a performance like that, isn't it?
They made 480 passes and 460 of them are sideways.
Well, Spain had 63.5% possession. Spain had. We had 36.5. Off the top of my head.
Yes, it just shows you. Yeah.
I think the thing that worries me a bit is if that is the New England and that's the style that's going to be played against, in inverted commas, slightly lesser nations.
I don't think it will be.
No, I think it was a good test to see, right? Can we challenge Spain, and can we really go toe to toe with them, and can we look confident and comfortable in this type of play against them? So yeah, I think they'll still change it.
The fact that England team made Spain look ordinary.
It's quite nice.
In the sense that you looked at it and go, yeah. And this was the same thing in the Euros final. It was like, yeah, Spain aren't that scary.
No.
They haven't got any ideas because plan A isn't
working.
working.
Just what England need to do to get to that level of quality, isn't it? And show what they can do. But yeah, I mean, scoring after 3 minutes, especially if you were late to your seat, that would have really been annoying. Missing the only goal in the match. I did that. I don't know if I ever told you. I went to see Chelsea Barcelona a couple of seasons ago at Stamford Bridge, and the queues were that long. I missed Barca's opening goal, and that was the only goal in the game. I was like, oh. Human. So yeah, Lauren Hemp after 3 minutes. Vicky Lopez, of course, had the best chance off the woodwork for it to end 1-0 in England's favour, putting us at the top of Group A3. As Danny mentioned earlier, we're up against Iceland. We are away to Iceland. Looking
at Couture comments, I'm going to drive them mad now with this one. Right. Are we ready? Are we ready for the kind of bookmark me hot take type thing? Get your screen recorder going. I think genuinely there are teams that will have watched that England performance who might face them in the playoffs and gone, we can do Spain. If you're Marisa Louise-Eter looking at that, you're like, we can do Spain.
It kind of gives people a blueprint, doesn't it, of how to go about doing it. Well, that'd be funny, wouldn't it, if Spain didn't get through? But I'd assume doesn't it work that it's massively convoluted in terms of the qualifying. Whoever finishes second in this one, they play someone from like Group C or something. So
I do have the rules if you like them.
But this is what I mean. Those are the types of games where teams will set up to go, all right, we'll be organised.
Mm.
and we'll let Spain make 450 sideways passes in front of us, and then put one in off someone's arse in the last minute. Doesn't matter how you win as long as you beat Spain. And this is the thing: Spain are there looking at it. Joga bonito, and we play tiki taka bollocks, and we play pretty football, and we are the guardians of it. Fuck off. But honestly.
Guardians of the Galaxy, what? So just a reminder then of qualifying process, and I promise I'm doing the easy version. The winners in Group A go automatically through, so 4 go straight through. The teams finishing second and third in League A will play the 6 group winners and the 2 best ranked runners-up in League C. And then proceed to round 2. The 4 fourth place League A teams and the 4 League B group winners will be drawn into 8 ties against the teams finishing second and third in the League B groups. And then they'll play home and away, and that'll be into round 2. Then both paths come together, and the 7 best ranked round 2 playoff winners will directly qualify. It's not really directly qualify, though, is it? If you've gone through lots of different paths and rounds.
There we go. Yeah, Graham, I would wear that one. Just proper fancy flowy font. Tiki taka is bollocks. But
basically, some countries are going to take a replacement bus service to the World Cup, is what you're saying.
They'll get there eventually, but they'll turn up. Yes.
But this is what I mean. If Spain end up facing one of the top group teams in League B, if Spain end up facing a Switzerland, if Spain end up facing, I'm having to look through the bloody tables now to break up the League A and B because I can remember who's where, and
I can show you.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right.
Awesome.
Yeah, these are your League A's, apparently.
So, League A. If Spain end up facing some of those bottom-end League A teams, Poland,
Serbia, Austria.
Maybe less so Serbia, but Poland, even the Republic of Ireland.
They won't face them, though, will they? They're facing the League C teams, I think. Wasn't that?
They faced the League C teams initially, but then...
firstly, okay, right, got you.
League B versus bottom of League A.
Got you, okay, yeah.
And that's the bit I'm looking forward to. I'm doing Spain the credit of assuming they're going to beat Croatia over 2 legs, for example, or But when you get into those League A teams, and then this is where I feel like I want to go slide and like trio back, and like the League B teams. When you look at the likely League B teams that they could face,
I will show you League B. Hang on.
I picked out Scotland as one, but
League B. There you go. Current standings:
Switzerland, Wales, Scotland, Finland. They can do a job on Spain. If it be relentlessly organised and frustrate Spain, Switzerland can do a flipping job on them.
I feel like we've gone too early. We might still be us.
I think get a point in Spain, which is more than possible.
I want to see us get through the Iceland, because I think Iceland's a really tricky one on, when is it? Saturday, Sunday?
So it's on Saturday, yeah. I think that's going to be really hard.
It's a really tricky game. Like the likes of John's Dottier, sorry. She's having a great season for Angel City. Vigor's Dottier. All the daughter? John's daughter, yeah. John's daughter. It's enjoyable. We're all someone's daughter. But no, they've beaten Ukraine, haven't they, this week? I'm fearful of that a little bit. It is going to be very cold there, Paul. Yes.
Yes. I also do love, Paul, that your caps lock is on and you're shouting everything at us. But we are paying attention. Thank you.
It's going to be very cold there.
That's going to be Kane.
I hear you're a racist now, Father. Good for you. Good for you, Paul. Good for you. You tell her.
That was funny.
Freaking podcasts! People wondering what's going on now.
No, honestly, Paul, please don't worry. We just
Don't worry,
we just
we just
love
have
it.
to
Thank
run
you
with
for jumping in. But yes, they're going to put the thermals on. It's going to be fine.
Gordon's alive.
Oh,
That's reminding
anything
me
to
of
say
Brian
on
Blessed
Bacon then?
doing snooker commentary, which is one of the greatest things I've ever seen. And this
Just
young
making
man,
everyone jump every time. Just,
this young man with a red into the corner pocket. Oh, he's missed it! Oh, how! Cry havoc! Let's slip the dogs of war! Someone who just tuned in for that bit. There's a reaction clip.
And welcome back to the
What's an
Absolute
reaction clip?
Show.
Any big bit of women's football news, just me yelling that.
Yeah. We'll clip it.
The clip gif.
Well, Paul does say, I think this group will come down to goal difference. I think I didn't do goal difference because I couldn't fit it on the page. But yeah, I think it's going to be it's going to go right to the final match, isn't it? Because obviously we've got Spain away, we've got Ukraine at home, and of course we're going away to Iceland, and we've got
Iceland,
that's it.
Yeah.
Iceland
Do we go goal difference, or was it head to head in this?
Oh, don't know if I've got them rules.
If it is
I'll let you know. I think it's goal difference first, and then it goes into.
Because the danger is, isn't it? I guess we've got to rock up the goal difference of the games, but then the danger is we go and try and get a draw there just to kind of keep them out, and it ends badly. But
well, that's the thing. You can never kind of play for safe bets on what other teams are going to do, can you? You've just got to completely go for it and just. I think they said go first last night. Okay.
I am looking forward to people who perhaps haven't experienced international football that much when they see the pictures of Iceland's Laugarásvöllur and go, that's an international stadium? Like, why is there a massive athletics track around it?
Oh, it winds up. The Inter Stadium was like that because it's a multi-purpose thing. And it's like it's so far away. Like I needed binoculars to see what's going to happen. Does anyone know why we're in the same group as Spain? We all got picked out of a hat.
In inverted commas.
Yeah. No one planned it or anything. But yeah, it all got picked, mate. And unfortunately, we just got lumped with Spain again. As is the way. So yes, that was Group A, and the standings. Did anyone catch any of the other games? I'll show the other ones. So, I mean, Czechia and Wales both going, hang on, we need goal difference here. Putting 5 past Montenegro, and
Ireland picked up a cracking result over in Poland, didn't they? It's
3-2.
3-2.
Win away from home.
Yeah.
That's a biggie.
Yeah, Katie McCabe thunder thwack as well. Do you see that goal? That was not a Thundy B. It was a thunder thwack because she just belted it.
I misheard the accent. I thought you said thunder twat, which would have been amazing.
Twat, yeah. I mean, if she needs a nickname.
And what's our definition, Danny?
What, thunder thwack?
Yeah,
that's more of a. It doesn't come back out the net, but it's just pelted. It's just
pelted. Oh, I love that word.
Absolutely, just direct like a bullet.
Mm.
Just thwack it.
And as our Chloe Bear did call it, a Katie McBanger.
Yes,
Of a
even
goal.
better. Yeah, even better.
All I can hear now in my head is the Thundercats theme.
Yeah.
Can I
bring Kosovo to the table as my random?
You absolutely can. Let's
top of League C Group 2, 9
yes,
points
they
to
are.
9. Yes, they beat Bulgaria, Uncle Bulgaria 3-1. Come from behind. There was a goal direct from a corner from Mehmeti, which is lovely.
Yes.
Blurta Smiley, which is a great name, with a header, and then another. It didn't reach the highlights. The third goal, I don't know why, but it was 2-1 on the highlights, and he just cut off. I just didn't want to Showed them. But yeah,
That's enough for
just
this
wanted
game.
to bring them up because that's a pretty impressive return. The 3 from 3 so far for them.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Good to see kind of countries that have not traditionally kind of done well in this to be getting these results.
Yeah, because if we look at, you're absolutely right. So in League C, of course, with groups C, 4, 5, and 6, obviously it looks like Greece are absolutely running away with it, 9 points. But they have played their 3 games, and I think Georgia's only played 1. So just to put it into perspective for that one. But you're right. There's some countries who I think I had Estonia as my rogue choice. But yeah, I remember looking at the I think it was that Kosovo game, and I remember thinking, "Ooh, Bulgaria went ahead first, didn't they?" Was
yeah,
that the
they
one?
did. Yeah.
And then you could tell they were thinking, "Yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to score. We're going to win." And then Kosovo were like, "No."
Yeah, and they've beaten Croatia as well in this run. So really good. I just love seeing countries like this come into the fore now.
Yeah, and be able to show what they can do on the world stage. Yes, Paul. Yeah, Germany won 5-1 against Austria. Massive results. Ellie Mason with an assist from Northern Ireland. Yes. Let's get. They're not there, are they? Oh.
Netherlands beating France it's not my rogue one, but it's a good pick. And I will say a quick shout out for Netherlands. Renee van Asten on her senior debut, scoring against France after being captain of the under-23 side.
Oh, sorry, I was distracted there by Graham dissing my favourite film of Grease 2 again. Well done, Graham. Well done. But yes, Scotland. I mean, if you look at B4 as well, Scotland 1-1 Belgium. That's still a good result because we know how Belgium can be a really, really tricky side, can't they? So a very, very big point for Scotland there as well. Obviously huge for Wales, 4-0. Wales they've gone through. People were worried, weren't they, with the transition they were going through, but really they've come out of it completely flying, haven't they? They're really showing what they're capable of doing in this new era, which is lovely to see. I think the some of the Sunderland players featured for Wales in getting their international minutes in, which can only help their game in the league as well. Finland getting back into it, of course, 4-2 over Slovakia, and Switzerland 3-1 over Turkey. Right, let's have a look. But yeah, so I mentioned earlier I had a funny stadium name, which I'd like to share with you all now.
It's in League C, so it's going to sound.
It's in League C. In Group C1, this is Estonia 2, Liechtenstein 1, and this took place.
Hold on. This is try not to laugh. This is last one laughing. Absolute ballpod edition.
Biggest dickus.
Close.
I'm not going there. No.
Where? Go on.
Bob Mortimer tactic. No.
You're a nut job.
It took place at the Le Coq Arena.
Le Coq Arena.
Le Coq. Paul's like, no, not doing it. Not succumbing.
That again?
Can you spell that for us, please?
C-O-Q.
Le Coq Arena.
Le Coq.
Okay,
like Le Coq Sportif.
Is that home to anyone? As in,
Enter joke.
like a club team or anything?
Apparently, entry prices are quite stiff.
Hey, well done. So this is in Tallinn.
That's quite nice.
And it is the home to the national football team. And Tallinn FC Flora. There you
Ooh.
go. FC Flora, lovely name.
Flora. Just
FC
nice.
Flora play in Le Coq. So there we go. Oh, but the best bit is it's known as the Le Coq Arena for sponsorship reasons. So it should be the Lilikula Stadium, is its proper name. But yes, the Le Coq Arena.
Le Coq.
You're determined to make me go, aren't you, the Perry? I'm not.
One of the largest football stadiums in the Baltics. There you go.
In the Baltics.
In the Baltics, yes.
Yes.
According to their homepage, they have a capacity of 14,336, and is the largest stadium in Estonia. Okay, so we laugh, but the women's national team are getting to play at their national team stadium. Biggest in the Bundesliga. So there we go. So okay. But yeah, the actual details of the game. So Kubasova for Estonia. Penalty in the final minute before half time. Then Stek for Liechtenstein, a fantastic name, equalised just at the start of the second half, 50th minute. And then Carla for Estonia got a straight red, 61st minute. So then they battled through. And then Kubasova, who scored the penalty, assisted for Kirpu in the 84th minute, who got the winner for Estonia. So there we go. And 502 people were in attendance, which I think is pretty good for this match. So there we go.
If you build it.
If you build Le Coq, they will come. Hey.
No.
Set that one up.
Graham's trying as well now.
Quick, everyone, get your jokes in.
Estonia rose to the occasion, didn't they, in that game? They're very good.
If it's a bad game, is it a cock and Baltic torture?
Where do we go from here? What do we do?
Well,
How do we follow up?
Oh
dear.
I'm close. I haven't done yet.
On a separate note, the Faroe Islands almost nicked a point off Greece, but they Greece got a last-minute winner to get
the pesky Greeks.
Those pesky Greeks once more.
Not the first time a Pharaoh's failed against Greeks.
No, hey, educational.
That was for the archaeology. That one. That was it.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, that made me happy. Yes. I love everyone on this podcast.
I love how everyone's trying now. I don't think I'd have got a red. I think I'd have had lots of people going, he's gonna go. But
well done. This is why we keep going on the show. We really do. But of course as well, Cyprus 0-0 with Moldova. Again, that's a really good result for Moldova, as things stand. So yes, so it was match day 3 for most teams. Some days it was match day 2. And then other teams like Pua Georgia, I think they've only played one game. So
we'll all just go to the World Cup anyway, won't we? Everyone will be there. We've just got different ways of getting there. We'll just meet in Brazil anyway. It's not going to matter, is it?
When it becomes a 48-team Women's World Cup.
Yeah, exactly. One team misses out in qualifying.
Yeah. Just everyone gets an invitation straight away. Just yeah. Becomes an invitational instead of qualifiers. So that's how it looks in League C. Were there any other games anyone wanted to shout out before we move on to our next portion?
No, I don't think so.
No, I think we've picked out the big bits, haven't we? But yeah, so there's it's still tight at the top of most groups in League C. Again, we've got, Czechia and Wales there. both on 7 points. That'll be right to the fan day as well. And Scotland and Belgium, of course, both on 7 in both.
Yeah, again, big results.
That's going to be one to watch, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So the next lot of internationals on match day 4 will be on Saturday. And like we said, England go away to Iceland. You are welcome. The singing portion does come later. We've all chosen a medley from various points, and we'll delight you all with it as we go. Now then, just really quickly, has anyone heard of the FIFA series that's currently been happening over this international break?
Yeah, I think so.
See, that was the reaction of most people as well. They've kind of gone, maybe? Kind of rings a bell.
This is
so
the
one that
let's find something for everyone else to do who isn't in European qualifiers.
Is this the one that Australia won or were winning? They won?
So, part of it, yes. So, the men have got a version that I think is quite well established. Has been going for a little bit now. So this is another inaugural competition from FIFA. And this FIFA series, people who follow the Matildas, you might be thinking, why are they on safari in Kenya during this international break? What are they doing? It's not random. It's actually part of this FIFA series. So I had a little investigation, and it's an invitational tournament that is promoted by FIFA, hence the series. And it's friendly matches between teams of different confederations. So essentially giving... Yes, still friendly. There's nothing at stake for winning, that kind of thing, apart from your pride. But just an opportunity to see other teams and play other teams that you wouldn't normally. So there's 4 different 4-team series that are currently going on. Okay,
Right.
There's one in Brazil, one in the Côte d'Ivoire, one in Kenya, and one in Thailand. Okay, so in the Brazil series, we've got Brazil, Canada, South Korea, and Zambia. They're the 4 in that one.
Nice local trips.
Oh, very local. Yeah.
For that one.
Côte d'Ivoire has Côte d'Ivoire, Mauritania, Pakistan, and Turks and Caicos. That's quite a good one. Quite a nice involvement there for Turks and Caicos. The Thailand edition has Thailand, Democratic Republic of Congo, Indonesia.
Just Thailand.
And New Caledonia, who we spoke about a few weeks ago, New Caledonia. And the Kenya edition has Kenya, Australia, India, and Malawi. So there you go. So they're all fighting out. No prize money, no nothing. Just friendlies and an opportunity to face different teams. So there you go.
It does allow me to talk about my road game, though.
Oh, go for it.
Because my road game was one of these.
Oh, wonderful.
I'm sure, as all of us have been thinking, we've been wondering about the state of women's football in Turks and Caicos Islands.
Yes.
We have.
Come on.
It's been keeping me up at night, Paul.
It's a burning thing. And the thing that amazes me about them, firstly, their first international was 2006. They lost 4-0 to Bermuda.
Okay.
So not a bad start, although they played it in the Dominican Republic because there are no FIFA-rated international football stadiums on the Turks and Caicos Islands.
Oh, that's interesting.
Believe it or not. Their international stadium is the equivalent of St. George's Park, but much smaller.
Oh, wow. Okay. Southeast of the Bahamas, for anyone who may not know where the Turks and Caicos Islands are. British overseas.
Brilliantly, I can get my revenge on making you laugh. Do you know what the capital of the Turks and Caicos Islands is?
I've just seen it.
And I'm going to try not to laugh. It's something you would want to do on holiday because it's Cockburn Town.
Can confirm, pronounced Cockburn.
I knew it was pronounced Cockburn. I just wanted to say Cockburn to see if any of you...
And you know what's even funnier? That was the surname of my Spanish teacher at secondary school.
I'll bet that, yes.
And she was about 25. So that's a great surname to have.
It has 49,000 people living there. So about the size of a decent-sized British village. British town
What
even.
if people don't know where the Bahamas are? I can get a map up.
But yes, the Turks and Caicos Islands, a British overseas territory.
Mm-hmm.
And amazingly, their international team, if you look at their international women's team, the squad that they've put together, the average age is 17.
Wow. 17.
They have two 15-year-olds,
Villa could never.
a 16-year-old goalie
Wow.
as a starting goalie. And
Sorry.
I'm now just reminded of Rowan Atkinson.
Change your name, wouldn't you? You just
Yeah.
change your name.
Nice and quick. My cook, your cook. Sorry, just stop me off.
You okay, Paul?
I'm just remembering. It's a Rowan Atkinson sketch as a teacher. He has a register, and he's just like, he just goes through coming up with words like an old school teacher, like nibble, orifice, plectrum. It's just funny words. That would be my last one laughing. It would be to redo that sketch. But yes, so they have a bunch of very, very young players indeed.
Mm.
Two of whom play in the American university system.
Okay.
At a low level for the funnily named University of South Carolina Union.
Right.
Which is a satellite campus of University of South Carolina, which is the other USC.
Oh, excuse me.
Not the California one.
Okay.
Anyway, they lost 15-1 to the Ivory Coast.
Oof.
And I saw that as a friendly with no other context. And I was like, that's a proper...
Yeah, that's a...
Oh, there it is.
Hey, but they scored.
They scored.
15-0 is a difficult lead to defend, so I can see why they let one slip.
The dreaded 15-0.
Mm.
They were already... Hold on, let me work it out. They were 6-0 down at that point. So the comeback was on.
Comeback was on.
But you can kind of see, particularly in the second half, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There were 5 goals in the second half as well. So you could see the difference. And also, it probably didn't help that you had a bunch of 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old girls.
Yeah. And
their away match was being played at the Alassane Ouattara Stadium, which is the national stadium of the Ivory. It's the Ivory Coast, Côte d'Ivoire's version of Wembley, and it holds 60,000 people. So,
I mean, what an experience for those young girls, though.
If you're 15, 16, 17 from the Turks and Caicos Islands, and you're used to playing on a field full of seagull shit, and you like. And you suddenly walk into a 16th, and it's not, and obviously African stadiums being the way they're built, obviously a lot of European stadiums are fancy with roofs, but African stadiums, because of you see in the African Nations Cup, because of the conditions, they're proper colossal Colosseum style stadiums. They're all like massive bowls.
Yeah.
So, it's basically like walking into the new camp as a 15-year-old and going, yeah, you're going to play on that pitch.
Yeah, it's like, oh.
It's like, oh, wow.
I've got to play here. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. But, yeah, the experience of it, you just think, but if you think they were losing 6-0, to then come back from that and go, you know what, we're still going to try. We're still going to do it. We're going to out the bus. Yeah. We'll get one. That's enough. That's enough for us.
Brazil also looking mildly ominous because South Korea are no slouches, and Brazil casually brushed them aside 5-1.
Oh.
At the Arena Paternal, which is one of the big stadiums for.
Apparently, Turks and Caicos have got Mauritania in their last group game tomorrow. Yes, so it ends. I think it started on the 9th So there's been a couple of games played already, and then the final games are today and tomorrow, time zone wise. So look out for who gets bragging rights on those as well. Just thought I'd throw that in there, in case anyone's seen FIFA Series 2026 and thought, "Huh, what's going on there?" Now then, so the final portion of the pod this evening. Kind of two more bits. Can't forget about the NWSL. The FA Women's National League is coming to a close this weekend, and I've got a nice little graphic. Hang on. Ta-da. So we know that Watford have secured promotion from the Southern Premier Division, Tier 3. We know that the Posh Women, which is the best name ever.
No, get out.
Oh boy!
So it's just my. Come on.
If Danny has throw-out privileges,
Just get out.
Yeah. So Division 1 Midlands doesn't exist anymore. They just thought, right, can't have.
Oh,
Danny,
gee, you can still hear me. That didn't really work.
Come back, Danny. We can't do it without you. But yeah, those Blues. We won't talk about that. Division 1 Southeast Fulham have secured their promotion.
beaten 2 years in a row, weren't they? Fulham.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, back to back. So shout out to Fulham on their way up. But yes, so we've still got Northern Premier Division, Division 1 North, and Division 1 Southwest to go this weekend.
It's the following weekend, I believe. It's not this weekend.
Have we still got another one to go?
There's like County Cup stuff going on this weekend, I think. So it's the 26th is the.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I think that's yeah. So one game to go I had in my head. Yes. Yeah.
The game. Another team we don't really officially acknowledge, Rugby Borough, in the County Cup final. Golden Coventry.
I know we never mentioned them. It's good.
I'm really pleased Watford are coming back up to the Championship.
Me too.
Because obviously with the way Coventry United stayed up in the Great Escape, that was when Watford went down and they were victims of that. And all of the people who are involved with the club there, I'm assuming a lot of them are still involved, and they were an amazing... The way they dealt with that and the way they responded to the Coventry United staff, even after being beaten in such a heartbreaking fashion, was an incredible credit to them and the club. And they deserve, and their fans as well. I know some of their fans, and they're just wonderful people. It's lovely to see them come back up to the level they should probably be at, realistically.
Yeah, we all felt that when they first went down, didn't we? We were like, no, they need to maybe have this little reset, but they do then deserve to climb the ranks again. And I just wanted to quickly kind of go through where everyone's at, because Northern Premier Division, there's only 1 point in that at the minute. We've got Burnley on 59 points and Wolves on 58. So very, very close. That's Northern Premier Division.
Both with things to finish. I think Wolves have got Halifax, who are in danger of going down. I think there's 3 teams on 16 points at the bottom of that league. Halifax, Loughborough and Sporting Cowser.
So Sporting Cowser are officially down. They're on 10 points.
Oh, sorry, it's 10. I've read that wrong. So my eyes are playing tricks.
No.
But Loughborough and Halifax still fighting for that last, or fighting against the last relegation spot. So they'll still need something. But you'd expect Wolves to beat them. But Burnley have got a home game against Stoke, which is quite a difficult game.
Because Stoke are
so that's going to be really one to watch on the last day. Exciting.
Yes.
It would also be awesome to see Wolves come up.
I really want Wolves to come up after so much.
Me too.
The admin error and all that kind of stuff. As well.
And after the big announcement earlier of we have applied for WSL2. We have done it, everyone.
So close for so long, haven't they? Like, just
I know. Yeah.
Get them up
this
there.
Could be the season. We then go to Division 1 North. Again, Huddersfield Town, excuse me, on 45 points. Leeds United on 44. Cheadle Town Stingers on 43. Now, Division 1 North, Leeds United have played 21 games. Huddersfield and Chiltown are only on 19. So they've got games in hand as well. So realistically, it's probably between Huddersfield and Chiltown Stingers for that top spot there. But of course, we can never rule Leeds out, of course.
They've got each other as well in one of the games, Huddersfield and Chiltown. Chiltown. They play at Huddersfield in the next game, I think, at the weekend. I think they have got some weekend.
Yes, 19th. Yes. Yeah, so 2 o'clock, 19th. If anyone is round the Graham Leslie Arena in Huddersfield, get yourselves down to watch that showdown. That's going to be good. So yes, so that's Division 1 North, again, really tight at the top. We've not going to mention the Midlands, already mentioned South East. But going to Division 1 South West, and we've got, again, tight at the top, Moneyfields and Swindon Town, the top 2 spots. So Moneyfields on 58, Swindon Town on 57.
Moneyfields are a lovely independent club as well.
And
yes,
they play each other.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
They do. Yes, on the 26th, 2 o'clock, John Jenkins Stadium. There's lots of names.
John Jenkins Stadium.
Yeah, get yourself down to John Jenkins, everyone. 26th. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, Huddersfield have had 2 points deducted as well, and they're still at the top. Still at the top.
Durham Cestria versus Chester the Street Town.
Oh, local derby. Well, hey.
Local derby.
And of course, there's another reason. So obviously, there are games going on this weekend and some cup stuff, but then the big one is the 26th, as Danny mentioned. But the big thing here as well is the fact that Tom Gary actually posted an article about they're going to restructure the pyramid, and it's a big thing. So we're gonna keep to the main point essentially, and just have a few comments, and we'll give it more time. We might even record some extra content and do it properly. But we didn't want to not mention it because it was a big thing. So please, if everyone is interested, do go read Tom Gary's article. It's very, very good. But essentially, they're trying to shake it up to give people more opportunities. But what it's actually doing is this. So they're going to expand Tier 3. So it's going to go up from 26 teams to 28. So 14 North, 14 South. And then 6 teams would be relegated down into Tier 4 from the 27-28 season. 6 teams would then be promoted from Tier 4, with the runners-up contesting playoffs. So essentially, they want to introduce this playoff system for the foreseeable, essentially. So introducing that. But the big thing that people are saying is the fact that 4 WSL Academy sides or PGA sides could join Tier 3 from 2027. So 2 in the Northern Division, 2 in the Southern Division, and would be chosen on their strength of academy and proportion of English talent. Okay. So still quite big. They would be given a 3-year license, and the other PGAs would still continue to exist, still in their own league, but these would be the ones to join Tier 3. Now, at the moment, I think, and I could be wrong, PGAs can't go higher than Tier 6, maybe Tier 4. But they can't progress past a certain level, essentially. So they would also propose a mid-season split, similar to what we've seen in Scotland and Italy, but they don't do it anymore. So get ready, okay. After 13 rounds, the league would split into 3 groups. Okay, this is Tier 3. The Premier Group would have the top 4 teams from each regional league. So North and South would come together, and that would be the Premier of the zone. The other 2 would still stay regional, with 10 groups, 10 teams in each group. Okay. So you've got your tops and your bottoms from that league. The academy groups, however, are exempt from the Premier Group, which would still give them the possibility that they can then be relegated. So it's not like you're in Tier 3, you stay in Tier 3, that kind of thing. They can be relegated. They've also included that there's going to be around £1 million investment pledged. into this. Enhanced loan system and medical supports, and it allows Tier 4 to have promotion playoffs. So, I know that was a lot of information, but have we got any thoughts about this restructure? Are there parts of it that we think are positive? Or ultimately, has it been made by people who don't really, or they haven't listened to the people involved in the leagues? Because I have seen some quite big names, shall we say, come out not in favour. But yeah, has anyone got any thoughts on this that we've seen?
I have plenty, but as Danny
Utterly
works-
confusing. For 10:45 at night, that's a lot. Yeah.
They're just the key points.
I would say as hopefully eventually a team going up into Tier 3 eventually, as it could potentially end up being. That's the ambition, I suppose, for every team at our level to go up to that bit. I struggled with the concept of it, with the what's it called? The teams coming, the development teams, is it? They'll be called from the WSL coming down into that. I just think like what we actually going, what we actually playing for, like what are we doing? Are we just kind of making them better and kind of facilitating them to get better and better and making like an Arsenal or a Chelsea or a Villa or whatever get better as a club, or developing their players at the same time? Or are we trying to get there ourselves? Like why can't we just kind of look at the loan system in general? Because I think that's something that you can do as well, is to make that a bit easier for players to come on loan. I don't think it's massively easy at the moment to do that. You got to meet a certain amount of things to be able to do that. So it's difficult. I think that part of me, I'm like, because where does it stop after that? You kind of put 2 or 3 teams down there, you end up sending 4 or 5, it grows to 6, and then you just, it's not the same. I don't think it needs this many changes at the moment to make it better, to get what they used to. I mean, what are we trying to do as well? What more do we want them to do in terms of bringing young English players through? We've won the last 2 Euros. Like, it's not like we're in a doldrums of football, is it? It's not like the top level needs massive amounts of change, I wouldn't say. Considering what the national team have achieved and how that's developing down in the younger age groups as well. I think you just got to make the loan system a little bit easier to manage and a little bit better for Tier 3, Tier 4 teams to come. And because, you know, teams would happily take loan players from these teams and try and develop them and trying to help them. And I just think it's too much all at once, if I'm honest, with this.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's like they've gone, right, we need change, so let's do everything at once. It's like when the council go, oh, it's Easter, let's repave all the roads. And you're just like, well no, that's not how this works.
You have no authority here, Jackie Weaver.
Read the bylaws. Read them and understand them.
Yeah. But they said that the clubs aren't voting, are they? But they said their feedback will be taken into account. Will it? Will it?
Yeah, because they had a vote before, didn't they, about proposed changes, and clubs weren't in favour. I think 55% were against the changes. But of course, social media is an interesting place, because obviously lots of people are now speaking out about it and saying, oh God, I can't remember who it was, but they were like, look, I thought when I was however old playing in Tier 3, like I had to be there, but actually you learn so much more from dropping down to Tiers 5 and 6. Getting that playing time, getting that contact time, and becoming a better player, so that when you're ready to make that jump, you're able to, rather than think, oh, it needs to be Tier 3 or nothing. Like you go in and you earn your craft, don't you? You hone it. Paul, what do you think?
I would like to use. My first reaction was actually a famous quote from one of the great philosophers of our time, of course, the film Billy Madison. If anyone's seen it, they'll know what's coming. But basically, I look at the FA and I think what they've just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I've ever heard, because at no point in their rambling, incoherent responses to this were they close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. I award them no points, and may God have mercy on their souls. Because
that perfectly sums it up. Yeah.
Because it's a really stupid idea because, like you say, artificially sending young players as academy teams down to tier 3 and telling them, well, effectively, you're not really playing for stuff that's a big stake on the end because you could still be relegated. But if you're decent enough, because most young academy teams at WSL teams at tier 3 will probably at least compete most weeks. And so they'll be like, oh yeah, and you risk you'll have the arrogance of we're too good for this league, and we're playing as a team, and we still get to go and train at Cobham and whatever else. We're not learning. Whereas, with all due respect to some of these former teams, you read the number of young male footballers who talk about how academy football was all very well, but they didn't really start to develop until they were sent on loan to teams and in dressing rooms with adult men 10 or 15 years older than them, whose mortgages and livelihoods depended on winning games rather than just whether they did all right. Because then it's a whole new level. And then they were finding out, when they were playing academy teams, everyone was trying to impress and it got feisty, but it was still what it was. Whereas, if you're playing in League One as a fancy academy player and some 35-year-old grizzled centre half on his last contract goes, I don't give a shit who you are, I'm going to kick you 15 feet in the air, you start to learn a lot more. And I think
yeah.
And if that's happening in training as well, we're talking about how we want young players to be in a first team environment. Does it matter if that first team environment is tier 3 or 4 rather than at 17, 18, if you're placed into an environment with adults who are determined to play because it might decide whether they can pay the mortgage that month. So they're going to play on a much higher level, and they're playing in front of a few because again, academy football is very much, oh, this is all very nice. Oh, look at the young kids, they're playing back and forth. Oh, this is interesting. If you're playing tier 3 or 4, and some Chelsea academy girl is sent to say Northampton Town and is playing at the Fernabau, and there's a few hundred Northampton Town fans screaming at her going, flipping pull your socks up, girl. We want to win this. This is important to us to get up, for league points or whatever. We're in a relegation scrap. We're in a title scrap. We're whatever.
Yeah, we need to be.
They learn a lot more like that rather than the artificially. And like you say, there should be partnerships where these girls are being put in situations where they're not being slightly mollycoddled as academy players and told, you can all stay together, and you're all still Chelsea, and we all still support you, and you've all still got facilities.
Well, it's
over this, and it doesn't matter as much if you lose because you're probably not going to play for the first team yet, so it's all about development.
Well, it's that real world experience, though, isn't it? It's like when you first got a job when you were 15, 16, whatever you did, and suddenly because you were dealing with people who were older than you with different interests and different, like you had to suddenly learn how to talk to other people, how to work with them, to have that a professional standard almost. Whereas if you've been with the same group of girls through the age groups, and you get almost comfortable to a level. And I know they're develop into professional athletes and things like that. I do know that, but you need to be pushed outside your comfort zone, don't you, to grow and develop. So yeah, I think, like Danny says, I think just make the loan system work. Make it work in everyone's favor, especially the players. Yes to the extra medical care as well. Making sure they've got health insurance and things that are going to help and support them through injury, which we know with all of the ACLs, horrendous ACLs we've seen, players in every league need to be supported, and shouldn't have to rely on GoFundMe pages.
I think we see the difference, because there was a stat somewhere about Wales's under 19, under 23 team. The vast majority of those players, if you look at the list of their squads, it's not as, in inverted commas, impressive as England. But they're down there playing regular minutes, having to play for teams like Liverpool Feds and whatever, where what they do matters, because Liverpool Feds had 600 people turn up to watch them and expect a result.
Yeah.
Whereas academy football, it's like, who turns up? Who realistically of WSL fans is going to turn up to watch academy teams?
But you've also got the issue with a lot of academy teams, obviously through data protection, because they are younger players. Their clubs are very careful with what they actually publish as well. Some PGA and some youth teams, it's hard to get information, and rightly so to a certain extent. But in terms of where to follow, where to go, where to watch, how to support your team and your club, whereas if they're then given the opportunity at other teams where you can go and see them play, you can then see them develop more.
And you can keep it relatively local. You can say to Chelsea, right, some of our academy players are playing for Fulham.
Yeah, because you can see what Fulham are trying to do and what they're promoting. Yeah,
but you can say to Villa and Leicester, some of our academy players are playing at Rugby Borough, or they're playing at Sporting Kelso, or they're playing at Solihull Moors, or
there are so many teams. Leafields,
teams that are nearby, so they can be monitored, and they've still got that. They've still got that cord, if you like, to the senior team, and they can get checked in with once a week, or go and train and do medical stuff. It's like, no, Wednesday, you going down on a Wednesday night and training with a bunch of girls who might have other jobs and who are determined to play at the weekend because it gets them an extra 50 quid, or they've been playing here for 6 or 7 years and their family come to watch them, and it's a personal bit of pride for them. They're not going to have it knocked out of the way by some 17, 18-year-old, and they're going to defend their competition and play. There will be more competition for these academy girls playing at on loan at established clubs than in an academy team where they're like, I'm probably one of the best players in this bunch, so I'm going to play most games.
It's not investing in the pyramid; it's just investing in the top level teams again, isn't it? That's where the main focus. I saw a link to, I think it might have been a link to the original article that was like, not all reaction has been negative. David Pipe, the Arsenal under 21s coach, said, well, yes.
Jesus.
Well, he's happy about it. But that's the thing. And just the whole spirit of women's football throughout the pyramid is very much, you turn up, you play, you do it for each other, you do it because you're passionate, you do it for the love of the game, and you give it your all. You're not going to be displaced by someone.
All I'm saying about David Pipe is I saw him try to play football for Coventry City, and his views on football are about as useful as a mouse's views on what a lion eats. Like, honestly, it's.
I wondered where that was going there.
I didn't mind it as much when the PGAs were in the National League Cup for the first time this year. I didn't mind that as much. It wasn't great, but because we had a game against Arsenal in the 21s, got a good crowd. It was a one-off kind of group game. Fine, that's all good. But bringing them into proper league tier 3 and tier 4
to tier 3 is
it just makes it so imbalanced again. And like I said,
that's got to be earned. Like, don't put
the top team.
tier 3 without when you look at the teams and what they've done to get to tier 3, it's so hard, as you know, Danny, for teams to get out of tier 4 to progress, and with all the limitations. So it just feels like they've been handed something, which if they took away maybe that ceiling, that cap of tier 6, tier 5, I think it was, and say, okay, if you're good enough, you can get promoted, that's fine, but you're not going in at the top. You've got to work your way up. I think that would maybe be. But
I don't think academy teams should be in mainstream leagues. I think you put academy teams in a development league or against playing other academy teams in the same way you put age group teams, and everyone goes, right, fair. Because nobody is suggesting that England under 23s should play Spain seniors.
no.
To help everyone's developments.
No, so keep the PGA League and go, right, dual registration, dual loan, get your time.
Keep the PGA League and go. Basically, the PGA League and some people might go because it will lower the standard of the PGA League for the 3 people who go and watch it. Like, maybe. But all the best players in the PGA League, if you turn around and go, right, okay, you're good enough, you're going to go and play in Tier 4.
Yeah.
Prove how good you are.
Have that experience. Go prove it. Yeah, absolutely. So yes, we'll leave it there. We did want to mention it, but yeah, so many things to discuss on this one. So if we do an extra little recording special, keep your eyes out on those socials, because we know you've liked and subscribed, haven't you, to the pod to get those numbers up. Now, really final thing. Danny, I haven't seen you in a while. NWSL, yes. San Diego, at top of the league now. That's quite nice for that.
Yeah, it's not for them.
And I don't know if I said this last time, Adrian Leon has come out and said she is injured. She has had a back injury. So my concerns about her disappearance are fine. She's fine. She's coming back.
Rumours of her demise were greatly exaggerated.
They were indeed. I think it's when, because obviously players get injured, it's fine, but it's when there's nothing and it's just silence and you're like,
don't hear anything, yeah.
Yeah, because obviously you're worried, because obviously if it's personal, you don't want to pry, but if it's an injury, you just want to know they're okay. So yeah, it's a hard thing when there's nothing. But yes, Danny, how's the NWSL going?
It's good. Current got a win, which was good.
Hey.
Tem was back. She played 45 minutes, which was good.
Oh, wow.
So that changes the dynamic straight away with her back.
Yes.
Yeah, got a good win over Gotham in it erased memories of the stupid playoff last year. Team in 8th. Yes, I know, I'm still bitter. Team in 8th win the league. But yeah, I think that was, it feels like last month. It was a couple of weeks ago now. I think that was.
It was last week, I think.
Games. Yeah. But Portland's still going strong. Angel City lost to Orlando. That was their first defeat. So no one's got a 100% record now anymore. We're only 5 games in, so that shows how competitive it is.
Yes.
Poor old Boston is down at the bottom still with 4 defeats, but they are putting up a good fight. Denver doing well as well.
Yes, Denver in 9th, 6 points.
Yeah, doing really well. I think they beat Gotham, I want to say, at one point. They've got a draw against Orlando away. They drew with Washington. So they're not scoring loads of goals, but they've started pretty well for an expansion team.
Well, that's the thing, because you never know how it's going to go, do you, with an expansion team? How they're going to adapt.
Like Gotham have not started great. Like I say, KC haven't been brilliant. Bay are still down there. The Washington Spirit still in 8th. It's mad league, but that's what you want to see. We want chaos, don't we?
Exactly. All of the chaos, all of the time.
I think we'll start to see players coming back as well after the break, and should be good. It's a competitive league.
Yes, and that's what we want. Don't want these Manchester Cities running off with titles, do we? We want it to be like the WSL2, right down to the final. Yes. It's what we need. And just to let everyone know, we have mentioned it before, but we are doing a live stream of the WSL2 final day of the season. So do come and join us for all of that chaos there. So we will leave tonight's stream. So yeah, we've got another weekend of international. So next week we'll be recapping all of that and looking ahead to the leagues coming back. So like we mentioned earlier, we have hit 2,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is incredible. So thank you once more. And if you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so. Remember to like the episode, get your notifications on. You all know what to do by now.
After Cockgate earlier, we might have gone down to 1,999 again. Apologies to the Absolute team if that happened.
we probably lost a few with the discussions of things like Dido.
I think
we would have added some as well.
This is the football podcast for me. Obscure references is our middle name. So yes, thank you to everyone who's been in the chat tonight. We really do appreciate you. And we'll be back same time next week, 8:30-ish, for more women's football chat. So have a good week, everyone. Thank you to Danny and Paul for joining me as always. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.